If you are afraid of your upskills right now, you're learning some new upgrades, working on more challenging skills, and you just feel like you are so afraid of those more difficult skills, listen up. I've got some tips for you. First, break that skill down in your mind into lots of itty bitty parts. So for example, if you're working a Yurchenko flip on vault, you want to be able to think about it in your brain in pieces. So you've got the round off, then you've got the back handspring, then you've got the block and the tuck and the landing. And so when you think of all of those different little parts, it helps your brain realize, hey, that's not so scary. They're just little parts. So do that with all of the skills that you're having some fear about. Break it down into tiny parts and think about each of the parts separately. Second, do a ton of mental reps. What do I mean by that? Mental reps are when you visualize yourself doing the skill over and over and over. Now, you might say to me, because I hear this a lot, Coach Anna, every time I try to visualize myself doing a scary skill, I either fall when I see myself doing it, or I just can't see myself completing the skill. So yes, that happens, especially when it's a new skill or a skill that you're afraid of. Here's what you do. Instead of imagining yourself doing the skill, you start by imagining someone else doing it. Think about a really good gymnast. Maybe you imagine Simone Biles doing a Yurchenko flip vault, and you see her doing it over and over and over again. And yes, maybe it's not you doing it, but it's much easier to envision somebody else, especially an elite gymnast, doing that skill. And just by seeing that repetition over and over and over in your mind, you're building the neural pathways that are helping you to ingrain that skill in your body. It doesn't have to be you that you watch do it. Just watching the skill will help you. Eventually, over time, you might be able to switch to seeing yourself doing the skill. But for now, get those mental reps in. So maybe you do a couple when you wake up in the morning, a couple before you go to bed at night. In the car ride to gym, you're going to do a couple of mental reps of that skill. Maybe right before you do the skill, you go through a whole bunch. Really work your mind. Use visualization. It's a powerful tool for learning new skills, especially ones that you're afraid of. And 3, remind yourself that you have done scary skills before. Think back to a skill that was really scary in the past when you were first learning it, that now you can do successfully and maybe even easily. Remind yourself that all skills are kind of scary when you're first learning them, and that they will get less scary over time the more you do them. So do what you need to feel more comfortable with the skill. If that means asking for a lot of spots, doing it on surfaces that make you comfortable or confident, do that over and over so you're building that safe feeling in your brain. Good luck during upgrade season. Good luck on your new skills. You'll get them in time. Have patience, hang in there, and you got this.